Yeah, what up YouTube? What up UFC fans? I got a question for y'all, and you might not like it, but this is on the real. GSP, George St-Pierre, welterweight champion of the world, has completely cleaned out his division except for Carlos Condit, who he's fighting next in Montreal. If and when he beats Carlos Condit, you know, he's gonna have an interesting decision on his hands because he's going to be forced to really take media criticism if he does not take Anderson Silva, because this fight has been looming for many years. This is a mega fight that the UFC has needed, and I cannot tell if GSP wants to take this fight or not. So the question is GSP ducking Anderson Silva? Is he going to beat Carlos Condit and stay at welterweight and not put himself to a challenge that he's never faced before? To a fighter that can actually match him in speed, stamina, striking ability, and maybe even on the ground. You know, can GSP really take a test that he's never taken before? You know, many UFC fighters have risen to a great challenge uh, that is very unexpected. BJ Penn, who's really a 145-pound fighter, moved up to face GSP, no problem. He moved up to face Matt Hughes, no problem. Randy Couture, who's really a light heavyweight, became the heavyweight champion of the world. So why can't GSP move up and face Anderson Silva? Why not? I think this fight should happen. And you know what pisses me off more? Is fucking Dana White, who will say something last month where he's like, yeah, if GSP can beat Carlos Condit, I think we're pretty close to making Anderson Silva versus George St-Pierre. We're pretty close. We can do it in Dallas Stadium. That's exactly what he fucking said last month. Okay, fast forward to this month, he comes out with not a press release, but he said that he'll guarantee that we can see John Jones versus Anderson Silva. Now, you're saying a month ago you want to match up Anderson Silva with GSP, and now you're saying, oh, I'll guarantee you Anderson Silva will face John Jones. Forget about GSP. We'll make the other super fight, Anderson Silva versus John Jones. Now, I know that's a fight I want to see, but that's mainly because those are two great fighters. But in terms of pound for pound rankings, we got number 1 Anderson Silva, number 2 GSP, number 3 John Jones. I want to see the number 1 and number 2 go at it, and then have number 3 get the winner. I don't want to see number 1, number 3, and have number 2 just duck, the winners and shit. That's ridiculous to me, because if we have Anderson Silva versus John Jones, we're never going to see GSP step up to middleweight and fight a guy like Anderson Silva. And to me, this is either GSP ducking the fight or, Dana White sort of pulling a 180 on the fans who want to see George St-Pierre versus Anderson Silva. To me, that would be a truly great fight. And you know what? If GSP is ducking the fight, I can see why. He's been knocked out before. Go back to where he lost to Matt Serra. Shocking knockout loss. Don't you think Anderson Silva is going to fill that gap and check his chin? I think he could. I definitely like Anderson Silva to beat George St-Pierre. But the question is he ducking the fight? And you know what? I haven't seen him too amped up, too excited about a fight with Anderson Silva. He's never really said, that's a fight I really want to have. That's a fight I think I can win. He's never said anything like that. He's always sort of giving you a wishy-washy answer about that fight. And I think he could be ducking. But let me know what you guys think. What do you think about George St-Pierre? Do you think he's ducking Anderson Silva? And what do you think about Dana White, who said last month that we're really close to making Anderson Silva versus GSP, and now he's coming out guaranteeing we could see Anderson Silva versus John Jones? What do you guys think? Which fight do you want to see? For now, it is what it is, guys. Peace out. Take care.